Just before we head into the video, I'd love to give a shout out to the sponsor of the channel, RL Exchange. Now, RL Exchange is the best way to buy any Rocket League items or credits on any platform and at the cheapest prices so that you can build your dream setup. Make sure to go and check out their website using the top link in the description and use code TXE to get yourself 3% off your order. In this series, I have 30 days to trade from nothing up to the titanium white Dominus, and this is day 18. We've made so much profit. We're actually really close to the white Dominus already. We should be getting it very, very soon. We're definitely over 40,000 credit inventory right now, but the white Dominus is worth 48,000 credits, so I still need to make a little bit more profit before I can actually buy the item. Let's go for 100 likes on this episode, and let's get straight into the first trade of day 18. Okay, so at the end of the last episode, I bought loads of items into my inventory for a massive underpay, and what I'm going to be trying to do is sell all of those items throughout this video, just because I want to have pure credits when I'm actually buying the white Dominus, as people don't really tend to want loads of items when they're selling an item. So I'm just going to try and buy it with pure credits. And in the first trade, I do manage to sell my forest green octane, and actually for the middle value, which I really wasn't expecting. I'm actually starting to sell more items for their middle price, which doesn't usually happen, and I'm a decent trader. I'm not that bad at trading. I've got almost 48,000 credit inventory in like 18 days, which is pretty crazy, I think. But yeah, I'm starting to sell more items for their middle value, perhaps showing that trading is getting a little bit more active. Maybe items are getting a little bit easier to sell, which is definitely a good sign for trading. Hopefully that keeps on happening. I also did just manage to sell on my white Zomba and added 200 credits for a black standard. The black standard is worth 2k. I managed to underpay by 200 credits, but right now, I'm not gonna lie, black standard is so hard to sell, so I don't really know if that was a good idea. I did also sell on my white Zomba here for 1.6k. White Zombas are so good to trade with right now. If you can pay literally anything below the minimum value, you're basically guaranteed to make profit. I'm trying to underpay at least 200 credits every time I'm buying white Fenix and white Zombas, just so that I can make a really good amount of profit, and that definitely adds up over time, because right now I'm trying to get at least 3,000 credits profit every single episode so that I can progress as quickly as possible towards the white Dominus. I also managed to pick up a sky blue octane, which I should be able to sell for 600 credits, and I bought it for 500. It's only a 100 credit underpay, which isn't as much as other items. As I've just mentioned, I try and underpay 200 credits for white Zombas, but I believe the octanes are actually one of the easiest items to sell in the game. So even though I will be getting a little bit less profit, it'll be a lot quicker. And I also managed to buy a white standard for 900 credits, and literally 2 minutes later, I'm selling it on right here for 1,000 credits, making again 100 credits profit. It's not a lot compared to my other trades, but it will add up over trade. I can't speak. We move. So yeah, I managed to sell that on for 1,000 credits, just getting a bit more credits into the inventory. And ideally, I will be actually selling everything for the minimum value in credits, but right now, as I've mentioned, items are still pretty hard to sell. That is why I'm just buying items into my inventory right now. I can't actually get anything sold, and I want to make sure that I'm still making progress, because I'm doing daily uploads. I can't just sit in a lobby and not get any trades done. So if I'm struggling to sell items, I'll make sure that I'm buying some just to get some trades done, and therefore I should be able to eventually sell them and make a bit of profit. But yeah, right now, can't really get anything sold. I'm going to be buying another item. It's going to be the grey standard, 100 credits below the minimum value. This should be pretty easy to sell. Standards tend to have quite a high demand, so hopefully I'll be selling that on very soon, because the inventory is getting a little bit crowded. It doesn't look like we have too many items, but we do have 4 black standards, which isn't ideal, especially because right now they're really hard to sell. So I've got 4 hard to sell items, which is not ideal. I do manage to sell on my white Fennec. As I mentioned, this is a very good item to trade with. It's not as easy to sell as the white Zomba. It still has a very high demand, and I can always sell it on for the minimum value. I did have loads of people trying to underpay though, which isn't a great sign, but eventually I still did get it sold for the minimum value. I also managed to get rid of my sky blue octane here for 600 credits, making another 100 credits profit. I do just want to say that if you are trying to sell loads of items, then the best method to clear out your inventory is starting with the easiest items to sell. So for example, for me, that would have been my sky blue octane, because it has the highest demand. Next, I'd move on to either the grey standard or the purple octane, and as you can see, I'm actually getting rid of my grey standard here for 640 credits. Now, I don't really know why, but this guy gave me an extra 40 credits. I was only asking for 600, but I'm not going to complain. It all adds up. And I also managed to go on to sell my purple octane. I didn't even remember that this was the next trade, but it just proves that this actually was the next highest demand item, because I was able to sell it on really quickly and for the minimum value of 400 credits. So there you go. If you are looking to sell all of your items, start off with the easiest ones to sell. If you don't know which one has the highest demand, you will learn over over time, but it's just the item that sells the easiest, that most people are looking for. And I also go on to sell my black standard, which probably is my next highest demanded item as well, because even though I did say it's quite hard to sell at the moment, all of my other items are really hard to sell as well, which isn't ideal, but I did underpay a load for them, so hopefully I will be able to make quite a bit of profit on those as well. Now, I also did manage to sell my black standard on, or one of my black standards, for 1.6k, and a sky blue standard, which actually gives me a little bit of profit, but I wasn't really looking for profit. I would have been happy not even taking profit, just getting rid of my black standard, even if I was picking up another item, because sky blue standard is really easy to sell and black standard is very hard to sell. So obviously I'm going to take the item that is easier to sell, and that will save me a little bit of time, and then I can go on just to sell that really quickly and then work with the rest of my items. But I'm slowly getting rid of my inventory. It's definitely going down. I am selling another black standard here, and I'm not going to lie, it did demotivate me a little bit when I was stuck with a load of black standards, because they weren't selling, and I was just stuck with a load in my inventory. So if you're looking to make profit, it might be a better idea for you not to buy too many items. Just stick with a smaller inventory that's easier to manage, and focus on buying high demand items that will sell really easily, and not do trades like this where I'm buying a black OEM. Yes, I am underpaying by 400 credits, which is quite a big underpay, but it's so hard to sell. This will take me hours on end, and it won't be great for me. So probably avoid trades like that if you are newer to trading. Just focus on buying Octane, Standard, Phoenix, and not trades like this either, because Black Stern is also very hard to sell. Now, it is worth 800 credits minimum value, but it's going to take ages to sell again, so this probably wasn't the best trade that I could have done here, but either way, I should be able to go on to sell that for the minimum value as well and make a little bit more profit on that item. I finally sell on another black standard for 2,000 credits. It's only the minimum value, but I'm celebrating either way because this was so hard to sell. I'm really happy it's out of the inventory. We only have one to work with now. It still will be hard to sell, but I'm just happy that I'm actually clearing them. It gives me a little bit of hope that, that the market isn't too dead and that I'll actually be able to clear out my inventory, but unfortunately I could not get anything else sold. Black standard was way too hard to sell. Black Stern, black OEMs weren't selling. I've got two painted black markets. Who buys painted black markets? And they're painted dicey, which isn't selling. So I'm a little bit in the mud right now, but I do buy a white standard for 900 credits, 100 below the minimum value. I should be able to sell that on for the minimum value and make another 100 credits profit. Again, it is a very easy, normal trade, but I've got to do stuff like this because I'm not making any more progress on the other items. So thankfully, I can still get a few trades in this way, and that is another 100 credits profit into my inventory. And hopefully, the next episode should be the last one. I've made a ton of profit, but I don't really know if it will be because right now I can't sell anything. We'll see. Hopefully, I can get items sold. But anyway, that is going to wrap it up for this episode. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, then make sure to drop a like, subscribe, turn on post notifications as well. We're going to be going for 100 likes on this video. Make sure to comment White Dominus if you made it this far. Make sure to join the Discord server as well. The link is in the description down below. We currently have an event going and a few giveaways on, so make sure to join if you haven't already. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.